Hey, here's how you are going to follow your program. So up here, this is at least an 11-week program, but it can be stretched out to 15 weeks, and I'll explain to you how you do that. So your first week, you're gonna do 2 sets of everything with your first 2 sets, your first set being the high rep set and the second set being the heavy set. So let's say, for instance, that your first set is 20 to 25 reps. That's your high rep set. Or let's say it reads something like this. So when you look at your program, you see something that looks like this. Okay, so your 20 to 25 reps is going to be your high rep set. Your first set will always be a high rep set. Then if you're in your week 1, your second set is going to be a heavy set. So that's your 5 to 8 reps, right? When you go, so that's the first week. So the first week you just do 20, 25 reps and then 5 to 8 reps, and then you try and beat your weight. That's the second week, beat your weight. The third week is you go to 3 sets of the first 2 exercises and you keep 2 sets the same. So that's your first progression. So then what you do is down here, you do your first set at high reps. You do your second set, you repeat the same high reps, and then your third set is now your heavy set, right? And then week 4, you beat that. Okay, now week 5, everything is at 3 sets. So that's this. Week 6, beat your weight. Week 7, week 7 is your second progression. That's when you're going to have 4 sets. So you're going to do high reps. You're going to repeat your high rep set. You're going to go to a heavy set, and then you're going to put your moderate set in. And basically, you just follow that progression. Down here where you get to your week 9, if you are feeling good and you want to continue for until you get to 5 sets of everything, then you can do that. That means week 15 is going to be your rest week. Your rest week is you're not going to come into the gym. You're going to stay away and you're just going to recover. If you were to go the 5-set route, then what would end up happening is down here when you get to your 5th set, that would be your third progression, and then it's going to do a moderate set, right? You have to refer to your program in order to see what heavy is, what light is, what moderate is, but it's pretty self-explanatory. In order to increase the weight, you have to hit the higher rep range. So let's say you go to your first progression, right? And let's say we're using RFE split squats. And let's say you do 25 reps of RFE split squats on your first week, okay, with body weight. And then your heavy set, you get 25 pounds for 8 reps on your RFE split squat. So then on your first progression, which would be week 3, you're going to increase your weight because you got 25 reps of your RFE split squat, and that's the rep range, 20, 25 reps. So you maxed out that rep range. That means you have to increase your weight to 5 pounds. This one, you're going to do a body weight. And then this one, you're going to increase your weight over what you did over on this day because you maxed out your rep range. So remember, if you max out your rep range, if it's 5 to 8 reps and you hit 8 reps, you increase your weight the next time. Same thing, 25 reps. If you max out your rep range, then you increase the weight next time, right? If you don't max out your rep range, you do not increase your weight. Make sure all of your movements are either slow or moderate. So that means a 3 to 5 second on the way down and a slightly faster on the way up, so like a 2 to 4 second on the way up. The whole goal is to basically, for your first set and your second set, when you get to your first progression, we want you tired going into your heavy set. We want the muscles pumped up. We want them burning. We want them fatigued. That way we're going to pull in more muscle fiber. We're going to have a greater potential for muscular growth on that heavy set. So make sure these sets should suck, okay? Don't try and go really fast because what'll end up happening is you're not going to have as much of it stimulus on the muscles as if you're doing a slow to moderate rep range. All right, hopefully this makes sense, and talk to you later.